Know yourself, know your enemy, and you shall not be defeated in 100 battles, by Sun Tzu. Hello everyone, and welcome to my discussion of The Art of War. Today I'm going to discuss the third chapter, Strategic Attack. In this section, Sun Tzu expounds upon the art of winning without engaging in direct conflict, stressing the significance of understanding both the self and the opponent. By exploring the strategies outlined in this chapter, we will gain a deeper understanding of the approaches to warfare and how these principles can be applied to various aspects of life, including business, leadership, and decision-making. Here are the key terms for the theme of Chapter 3 of The Art of War. Number 1, Winning without fighting, emphasizes achieving maximum victory with minimal conflict, even compelling the opponent to yield without engaging in actual combat. Number 2, Know yourself, know your enemy, highlights the importance of understanding both one's own capabilities and those of the adversary, a crucial factor in achieving victory. Number 3, The generals and the king, it is important to clarify the respective functional roles played by the generals and the king. These key terms will aid in our understanding and discussion of the theme of the third chapter. The third chapter, Strategic Attack, is not about aggression but about the acumen to outsmart one's opponent. Firstly, Sun Tzu proposes the concept of the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Sun Tzu said, to make the enemy yield without using force is the acme of skill. Subduing the enemy's army without battle is the best strategy, while winning through battle is less skillful. This fundamental principle is at the heart of Sun Tzu's philosophy. It suggests that the peak of military skill is reached when one can outsmart the enemy, thus achieving victory without the necessity of battle. It's about grasping and shaping the opponent's mindset to the extent that they give up without a fight. Besides, Sun Tzu didn't dismiss the importance of military power, but he saw it as the final instrument in a well-conducted symphony of strategy. He believed in the power of deception, the element of surprise, and the strategic exploitation of weaknesses. For Sun Tzu, the clever use of information, misinformation, and situational advantages was often enough to tip the scales in favor of the strategist who could fight without engaging in physical combat. Therefore, the most skilled strategy in warfare is to subdue the enemy through cunning before the battle begins, next is to achieve victory through diplomatic means, and only then through the use of force. Attacking enemy cities is the worst strategy. Siege is a last resort, a desperate measure. To prepare for a siege, constructing shields, carts, and various siege equipment takes at least 3 months, building siege mounds also takes at least 3 months to complete. If a commander impatiently orders soldiers to climb the siege ladders like ants to attack the enemy city, the result may be that a third of the soldiers are killed or injured, yet the enemy's city remains impregnable. This illustrates the dangers of using a strategy of siege. Sun Tzu's wisdom is not about being passive but about being supremely efficient. It's about understanding the economy of warfare, where the costs and benefits are weighed, and the path to victory is the one with the least resistance and the least expenditure of resources. This principle is not only about saving one's own resources but also about preserving the state and lives, including those of the enemy. While strategic maneuvering is a powerful tool, it requires deep knowledge, precise execution, and the ability to adapt quickly. The downside is that it relies heavily on intelligence, which if faulty, can lead to disastrous miscalculations. Moreover, over-reliance on strategy without the backing of a capable force can embolden the enemy. Secondly, Sun Tzu also emphasizes the importance of knowing the enemy and knowing yourself. Sun Tzu said, when our forces are 10 times that of the enemy, we should encircle and annihilate them. When our forces are 5 times greater, we should launch a fierce attack. When our forces are twice as many, we should try to scatter the enemy and defeat them separately. When the strengths of both sides are equal, we can confront the enemy. When our forces are fewer, we should try to evade the enemy. When our strength is inferior to the enemy, we should try to avoid engaging in battle as much as possible. Because, if the weaker side stubbornly defends, it will inevitably be defeated and subdued by the stronger opponent. This statement is about preparedness and knowledge. It's the foundation of risk management in any venture. Sun Tzu posited that understanding your capabilities and the enemy's intentions and abilities is crucial to secure a foothold in any confrontation. It's about making informed decisions that steer clear of hubris and ignorance. Finally, Sun Tzu also highlights the significance of clarifying the relationship between the generals and the king. The generals assist the king, and if their assistance is thorough and meticulous, the nation will undoubtedly be strong. If their assistance is lacking, the nation will inevitably weaken. The king's harm to the army generally has three forms: not understanding that the army cannot attack but ordering an attack, not understanding that the army cannot retreat but forcefully ordering a retreat, which is called binding the army, not understanding military affairs but intervening in the management of the army, causing the soldiers to be at a loss. Not understanding the flexibility of military operations but intervening in the army's command, causing the soldiers to have doubts. If the army is both at a loss and full of doubts, other vassal states will take the opportunity to rebel. This is called self-disruption of the army and self-defeat. Therefore, the following 5 situations can foresee victory. Number 1, understanding when to engage in battle with the enemy and when not to, leads to victory. Number 2, being flexible in adopting different strategic tactics according to the strength of the forces leads to victory. Number 3, generals and soldiers being united in purpose and enmity, leads to victory. Number 4, using a prepared army against a negligent enemy leads to victory. Number 5, generals having organizational command capabilities and the king refraining from unwarranted intervention leads to victory. These 5 are the fundamental conditions for achieving victory in warfare. In conclusion, it can be said that only by understanding both the enemy's situation and our own can we consistently win. If we don't understand the enemy's situation but only understand our own, the chances of victory or defeat are equal. If we understand neither the enemy's situation nor our own, then defeat is certain in every battle. This is the central idea of the chapter. The concept, know yourself, know your enemy, and you shall not be imperiled in 100 battles, from Sun Tzu's Art of War has been applied in various business contexts. Here are a few examples from the real business world. Number 1, market research and competitor analysis. Companies like Apple and Samsung constantly analyze each other's products, market strategies, and consumer preferences. By understanding their own strengths and weaknesses alongside those of their competitors, they can adapt their strategies to gain a competitive edge. Number 2, mergers and acquisitions. In the case of mergers and acquisitions, companies extensively research the financial health, market position, and internal operations of the target company. This knowledge helps in making informed decisions and formulating integration strategies. Number 3, strategic partnerships. When forming strategic partnerships, companies such as various automobile manufacturers carefully assess each other's technological capabilities, market presence, and long-term goals. This mutual understanding is crucial for creating successful and mutually beneficial alliances. Number 4, product development and innovation. Companies like Tesla and SpaceX invest heavily in understanding their own technological capabilities and the potential moves of their competitors. This knowledge helps them innovate and stay ahead in highly competitive industries. Thank you for joining my discussion of the second chapter of Sun Tzu's Art of War. If you're interested in this topic, please subscribe and stay tuned for further discussions. Thank you.